7:50 a.m. 57 degrees this morning. It didn't get cold at all. Let's see. Last night we ate dinner down by the shelter. I'm just leaving Gloucester Gap shelter area, and we ate dinner right around 5 o'clock. And just as the sun was setting, we're finishing up dinner, it started raining. And it rained for a good couple hours. I went into my tent and took a long nap. And then I woke up around 10 something and decided I wanted to get signal for the new year. So I hiked up to the top of Cedar Ridge Mountain, which ain't no joke, by the way. That trail is up. And to get signal and ring in the new year awake. So I watched it count down to midnight, and about 12:02 a.m. went down, came back down to the shelter, crawled in the tent, and went to sleep. So, and right then, right as I got to the tent, it started raining again. Not heavy, but enough to where glad I wasn't up on top of the Cedar Ridge Mountain. So anyway, we woke up around, at least I woke up around 7 something o'clock this morning. Maybe 6:45 actually, now I think about it, because my alarm went off and I was already awake. Chuck left early, and then Mischief left just a couple minutes before me. So the goal today is Black Balsam Knob trailhead, which is 11 miles. And normally that wouldn't be any major feat, except we've got to go over Pilot Mountain today. And I think we have another, from where we're at, I think it's a 2,800 foot ascent minimum. Because what sucks is that we've got to drop over 1,000 foot from where we're at now in order to start that 2,800 foot ascent climb. Of course, this area wouldn't be anything without a challenge. So we're gonna, last water source is at the next shelter, which is Deep Gap Shelter. We'll stop there, air our stuff out. Humidity was really high last night, so everything's kind of damp. We'll stop there, have lunch, air everything out, fill up with water, and then from there, I believe it's about a 5-mile climb from there to our shelter for the night, or where we're setting up shelter. So shouldn't be anything but a hard day. 11 miles starts. It's almost 8 o'clock. We got plenty of time to do this. A.m. just crossed over Chestnut Mountain, not to be confused with Chestnut Knob, which we went over yesterday. Why they would name them so close together? I'm guessing there's a bunch of American chestnut out here. So now we drop I think, let's see, to 3,200 feet. Is this right? 3,200 feet, and then we're going to climb up to Pilot Mountain over the next 4 miles, I guess. And that is 5,000 something feet. So, got a bit of a climb ahead of us. I may have the numbers wrong. If so, I'll post them down below. But I'm looking forward to Pilot Mountain. It's one of the tallest mountains. I mean, it's a very prominent feature when you're looking at it from Silvermine Bald up on the Blue Ridge Parkway. And when I was looking at it the other day, I didn't realize until then that it was part of the Loeb trail. So it's going to be really neat to cross over that feature and have a perspective of, you know, from the parkway and also from the mountain itself, from the top of the mountain. So I'm really looking forward to that one today. And I have not drank any of my 1.5 liters from from the shelter that I grabbed this morning from the water source. So the next water source, though, is on the other side of Pilot Mountain at the Deep Gap shelter. So I'm probably gonna, since I have the water and I'm not drinking it, I'm gonna stop at top of Pilot Mountain if there's a view, have lunch up there, and enjoy. Chuck and Mischief just caught up with us. Chuck and Mischief are now, they've stopped on top of Chestnut Mountain and they're airing all their stuff out. The condensation was so bad last night, even Chuck felt it warranted to stop and air out his gear. Not soaking wet for him, just heavy with condensation. So that's the best thing to do, is always stop and air out your gear. Nothing of mine is really wet at all, except for the outer of the shelter, and I wiped it down this morning. So I'm all good to go. So, all right, let's get back on trail. I'm already on trail. Let's keep moving. What do we have here? Some trail magic. Ooh, water and some Gatorade. Ooh, I'll take one of those. Let's see, water cache for art Loeb through hikers and trail runners provided by Mountain High Shuttles. Happy trails. Yeah, I think I'll take one of the small little fierce ones. Awesome. Man, nice. That's pretty good. I made it to Gloucester Gap, about 3,200 feet right here, and next real climb is Pilot Mountain, and that is right at 5,000 feet. So that's, I don't know what math I was doing earlier, but that's a, what, 1,800 foot elevation gain over about 1.5 miles. So that's going to be a good climb. Yeah, it's got switchbacks according to the map, so not that helps. 1,800 foot over 1.5 miles. But breeze is nice, so I bet it's going to be really, really wonderful up there. Let's get to it. All right, there's this huge wall of clouds. It looks like it's moving west on that mountain ridge over there. But I just thought about something. I wonder if this is the storm that's coming in around 2 o'clock. So we're supposed to get rain starting around 2 p.m. And I don't want to be in that, to be honest. Hoping I can get to Black Balsam Knob parking lot before the storm hits. That'll be a tough one though. It means I gotta beat some feet. .30 a.m. top of Pilot Mountain. Whew, that was a bit of a climb. I gotta admit, I felt that one a little bit. About a mile an hour is what I averaged. Took me 1.5 hours to get to the top. That's an 1,800 foot elevation gain over 1.5 miles. So I'm gonna stop and take a break, have lunch, because I haven't had lunch yet. I don't know if you can tell, but the view out there is amazing. And Blue Ridge Parkway is right over there. That should be Green Knob, and Devil's Courthouse is right up over here somewhere. And then Silvermine Bald, and we'll be headed down, of course, and then up to Silvermine Bald, or right around there where the MST, the Art Loeb, intersects with the MST, and then I'll follow both they're both the same trail going over to Black Balsam Knob. So I think over half the day is done. I think we've done at least 5 miles today. So other than the downhill, which I've heard is technical downhill, so that should be interesting, especially with the slick rock, and then back uphill up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. I think that's probably the hardest part of today, and then we'll be done. It'll be easy, flat from that point forward until we get over to Black Balsam Knob parking lot, trailhead, and that is, I think, right at 5,800 feet. I don't know what Silvermine Bald is. I'm going to say right around there, so probably got a bit of a climb. But I'm going to eat lunch. Oh, and I can see Looking Glass Rock from right here. So I'm gonna take a picture. Starting to cool off a little bit. I'm about to throw on a sweater or my fleece. Hoping that Chuck and Mischief can catch up here and we can finish this next part together. I looked, and I believe actually that the Silvermine Bald is right at 5,900 and something feet. So it'll be a 1,000-foot climb from where I'm at now, and we still have to go down to Deep Gap Shelter. So we're gonna have another 16, 1,700 foot climb up to the parkway. Never ending. Temperature warm. It is 1:38 p.m. and I'm at Farlow Gap. So this is the last big climb of the day, going up to Silvermine Bald. Current elevation is 4,550, and I believe Silvermine Bald, finally going to get it right, I believe, is 5,978 according to Gaia GPS. So, you know, give or take about a 1,500 foot climb over 1.25 miles. So I guess I'm gonna get my second workout of the day. Chuck he got to the top just as I was getting to, just right before Deep Gap. So he's back there. Mischief messaged me just a bit ago. He hasn't made it to Pilot Mountain yet. So he's gonna be running late. In fact, he may not come up this last push. He may wait for tomorrow morning, depending upon how he's feeling. So there's still 4 hours of daylight, so hopefully he can make it. But it's a doozy of a climb, that's for sure. So let's see. I know it's hard to tell, it doesn't really show you exactly what the elevation is, but that mountain right there, that's what I'm about to go up. Yeah, that's really deceiving now that I see it, because it doesn't show the mountain on the other side. But you can see the ridgeline of the parkway over there, and that's what the elevation I'm actually truly going up to. Let's get to it. Okay, so I just passed over this little bump, and that's where I'm actually going up to. That's right at 6,000 foot, 5987, 5978, something like that. So that's where I'm really going. That's the climb I got in front of me, about a mile up. And here we are. Oh, but the Loeb trail comes up and hits the MST. Ooh, there's the smell of fir. Oh, love it. Man, that was a climb from the parkway. So this storm is major clouds above us here, and it hasn't dropped any real rain yet. It's been sprinkling on and off, but I'm gonna try to find a campsite really soon, hopefully in these woods, something like that would be perfect. 3:12 in the afternoon, and I am just crested Silvermine Bald. So that took a little bit longer than I thought, I gotta admit. I passed the camping site. There's a little camping site on the left hand side as soon as you come up, and I passed on it because I only have a liter left, and that's not enough for camp tonight and as much water as I probably need after the hiking today. So I'm going to try and push on to the Black Balsam Knob trailhead, thinking it's a couple miles from here, but it's mostly flat from this point forward, so hopefully I can make some time before that storm comes in. I can feel mist every now and then, so it's wanting to drop on me, and I'd really like to set up that tent before it does. Keep on. Okay, that tall peak right there is Pilot Mountain, and then I believe that is Sassafras Mountain, or Sassafras Knob. So that's what we went over, down, up Sassafras, and then back down the whole ridge line, and then back up to where I am now at 6,000 foot. So that was today's hike, and why it was a bit of a beast. Four o'clock on the dot, and I am all set up at the Black Balsam Knob trailhead. So I made it. Chuck and I don't know if I updated, but Chuck and Mischief had decided to stay back at the Deep Gap shelter, so that's where they're staying for the night. I'm on the Loeb, or just, you know, like a couple 100 feet off of it, and the water source is actually on the MST. So I'm gonna go grab some water. I just felt a couple of raindrops, so I'm gonna get water and get in my tent and make myself a hot tea and warm up. Temps dropping to about 52 degrees right now, and with the wind, it seems my hands are getting cold. So otherwise, I'm good. This will be a perfect spot for the night, and looking forward to having a nice, long, relaxing, possible rainstorm here in the Black Balsam firs. Alright, so this was a little unexpected. I knew it was on the MST, but I didn't realize it was so far down. So it's an extra half-mile hike just to grab water, and then a half-mile back. So yeah, it's gonna make for 11 something miles of hiking, and then an extra mile hike just to get water for the night. Mischief and Chuck are not going to be happy about that in the morning when they get here. Oh well. Man, some beautiful blue clouds over here. I assume it still might rain, but it's possible it could just blow over. We shall see. Hey, it's a big cup.